of here.
The views and opinions expressed by guests and or comments are those of the persons who submitted them and do not necessarily reflect the official policy or position of In the Clutch Sports Talk and More podcast. Any content provided by guests are of their opinion and are not intended to malign any religion, ethnic group, club, organization, company of any individual or anyone or anything. Anyone or anything.
Or anything. Hey, there she goes, Latonya.
Said she wasn't gonna be the this week.
Not this week, baby. Latonya, and get in our email or one of our inboxes. You finna get shirt. I think we told you that before, but I'm gonna make sure you get it now. Send your info, send your address. On me.
Hey, Latonya.
You know who was first last week, don't you?
Oh, Patricia.
He wasn't here.
Second this week.
Hey, Patricia. I know y'all missed me last week. I know it was boring as hell on here last week. I know.
Lies.
That's why I tried to call in and try to do something to help y'all up around here.
Cousin Pat, what's going on? What's going
Hey,
on?
Miss
What's
Patricia.
going on? We don't wait no long time today. We need to go on here and get this thing kicked off.
Y'all gonna have to catch the review.
We gotta get it popping.
Let's get it popping. And if y'all been keeping up with us, y'all should know what the topic of the day is. What other?
Let me take you to my world, yeah, baby.
Excuse me, miss, don't mean to bother you, but I just couldn't help but to notice your style and your profile, the way that you carry yourself. Unlike any other cutie with a small waist and a big booty, you got that down-earth type of class to give you that inner type beauty. No weave, no fake nails, everything on this gal original. Pretty skin, pretty smile, have a nigga hormone running wild. With a figure to have a grown ass nigga in a state of shock and mesmerized. Just walk by and say hi, there's another nigga, young nigga fantasize.
Let me take you to my world. 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 Ooh, yeah, baby.
Love me or leave me, hate me or please me. We can do it hard or fake it love and take it easy. Let your mind take a trip to Mr. Slaughter's world of game. When you touch back down, you'll never be the same every time.
Man, what was that? The extended version?
Man, it's like it's never been that long.
I must have clicked the wrong one.
I picked up my phone and everything. I'm like, what's going on?
Anya Covington in the house.
What's up?
What's up? My home girl. All right.
I missed you too, Patricia. I know it wasn't the same without me. I know the ratings went down, but we gonna get them back up this week. We gonna get them back up. We gonna get these ratings back up.
Boy, she still wasn't commenting. She commented a couple times, but not like she
What's she gonna say? Huh? I know what y'all going back and forth. I know it's just like watching paint dry.
Man,
I know it.
You got us messed up.
Man, for real.
We had a good show last week.
We don't let him think that.
Yeah. I mean, it is what it is. It's all good. It's all love. Thank you for joining us for Matters of the Heart. I am your host, D. Early. I am joined by Show Enough.
What's up, people?
And the paint watcher, he will.
Man, look, man, I'm back. Y'all get ready. I got some. I had my granddaughter's graduation last week, so sorry I couldn't make it. But as y'all know, them grandkids hold a place in your heart. You can't miss that, So.
Oh yeah, definitely.
You can't miss it.
No, you can't miss that.
And she's going to middle school, so.
Okay, congratulations.
Yeah.
Okay, let's get this thing on the roll. Let's go. The topic for today is society's definition of a high value man and high value woman. Now, anybody want to care to just throw something out there that what they consider a high value man?
I got a question for Tanya Covenant before you get started, though. Because Tanya ain't been here in a few weeks. How come when it comes to these relationship topics, I see you pump in, but I don't see you nowhere else? Is something going on with you and James over there you ain't telling me about?
Look at him trying to
did.
start something.
I just want to know.
I
I call James myself. I call JC myself.
I just saw JC the other day.
Oh, okay. Well,
Yeah, I just saw
call
JC the other
myself.
day. Tanya said, "You ain't talking about none.
Okay.
Look, they household is in order.
Okay. All
Their
right. I'm
household is in order."
Just checking.
Get him, Tanya. Just get him.
Okay, well, what we gonna do? We're gonna go straight to it.
Let's
This
do that.
is society's definition. Hold on, I meant to do this beforehand. Let me take this off so y'all can see this. The definition of a high value man. According to online culture, a high value man is respected and successful. Online sites typically call a high value man the full package or describe him as the type of guy people want to be or be around. He's confident, assertive, secure, likable, caring, intelligent, and handsome. All of these qualities make him attractive and valuable to potential romantic partners, friends, and society. While a high value might sound like an alpha male, pop culture sites claim that it's not the same thing. While alpha males may be aggressive and insecure, a high value man builds others up, seeks committed relationship, and is self-assured. Anybody want to disagree with it? Let's pop in these comments.
Well, damn.
We disagree. She said no. Wait a minute.
No, she
was talking. She's still talking about Terry.
Oh, okay.
Man, that shit. I don't think you need. There's a picture of me right next to that. Shit. I swear, I just got them like, damn, that's me. Shit.
Hey man, I ain't know this was a comedy show tonight.
I didn't know it was the delusional show.
Confident, assertive, secure, likable, caring, intelligent, and handsome. Come on, man. Come on.
Okay. So, and I'm gonna get everybody to do this later on. So you saying basically on a scale of 1 to 10, you a 10.
Everybody, you don't like to put yourself as perfect, but I'm a 9. I'm a 9. According to look, it ain't me saying this is you putting this stuff up here. I mean, I fit the mold. I fit everything you say on there. Hey, you can't comment. I know you want to comment, but see, a woman gonna have to comment. You can't comment on it.
No, because I don't want to hurt nobody's feelings today. I said I was gonna be nice. So I don't want to hurt nobody's feelings. If you a 9 out of 10,
I'm a 9 out of 10. Look,
and,
I might not be likable a lot sometimes, but that's why I dropped it down to a 9. But I'm caring. I care about people. I'm very intelligent, handsome. Shit.
Hey, the intelligent part now.
Now you're delusional.
I'm confident. I'm very assertive. I'm secure in myself. So I mean, that's the definition of a high value man. That's me.
Okay.
If that's what you want to believe, we can't knock you for that.
I'm sure Patricia agree.
Yeah, Patricia knows.
Well, I mean, hey, it is what it is. Now, all of this sounds good. Now I'm finna add something to the mix.
Come on.
And this what normally kind of separates the cream of the crop always rise to the top, right? Okay.
Yeah, the cream rises.
That's what they say. Come on.
The concept of a high value man and its relation to Sarah is often associated with the idea of a man who is well respected, successful, and financially secure. While there is no universal definition, some sources suggest a salary of at least $150,000 per year along with other characteristics like physical fitness and good style, can be indicators of a high value man. Some define high value more broadly, including factors like education, ambition, and emotional stability. Okay, I ain't studying all that other talk. This 150,000. Who all agree with that? Put a 1 in the chat. Do something. Who agree with it? Oh,
That's
so
just
enough agree.
how about you, man?
Anybody else?
I really don't. I really don't, but I had to put the 1 in the chat.
All right.
I don't really agree, y'all.
Everybody else scared to speak up.
I'm really. Usually, you do good research. I mean, can you disclose the sources or some of the sources that
Oh my
suggest this
God.
salary?
I cited it in the email that you received.
That he did not, that I said I saw and read. He never
I told you right before the show I didn't. So I mean, I ain't gonna lie to you.
Okay, well, if you
We're in
ain't read it, don't come in here trying to question me about my sources.
No, I just asked you what the sources was. I ain't disputing
No.
what you're saying.
Well, evidently you are. You asked me what my sources were, and I just told you I cited it in the email. Don't question me. I don't put no false information up here. You know me better than that. I got the. Look, you'll go back and read the email now.
Thank you.
Now.
Come on, Scott.
That's my boy there. That's my boy there. That boy made me want to sign back up to the Marine Corps. Oh, I know he living it up as usual. Look, I think attaching an income to what's supposed to be high value, to me, I think it diminishes it somewhat. To me, I think it diminishes. Now, and here's why I say that. When we start looking at all the characteristics, what women are particularly looking for and stuff like that. If you say someone that's making 150,000 a year, you eliminate a lot of people. And it said some go as high as 350,000, some go as high as 800,000. Now, if you just say, okay, now some people who making that, of course, but the number of people that's making that, if that's specifically what you're looking at, you really cutting down the number of men that you could actually date based on their income.
True.
And we have, oh, come on now. Especially in Memphis, Tennessee. We finna spark a common. We finna spark some controversy now. The problem is, men ain't putting enough stipulations on women. Y'all need to put. He might have to call in on that one. He say men ain't putting enough stipulations on women. Well, I ain't gonna answer that. I'm gonna let you handle that one. So no.
Well, okay. Let me just say this right here. So, well, first let me. I'm gonna give you a chance to tell me what these stipulations are, Christopher, before I jump down your throat. Because of course, people have preferences. People have, deal breakers. And hopefully they are, not far-fetched. So, okay, I'm gonna hold my comment until I see what your stipulations are, and then we can have a discussion.
But you know what? Sometimes, I mean, this is just being honest. Sometimes we do overextend our reach. We want the best. And I'm not saying no one doesn't deserve the best, but what I'm saying is we like all these things that they're saying on here that people say makes a person a high value man, including income. We we reach for that, and then when we don't achieve it, I'm just talking in general. A woman will say, "Oh, it ain't no good high value men out here because they don't meet all the criteria that's on here." Okay, you saying they need a checklist of all their needs. What about what men need? Are we gonna get to that? We're gonna get to that. We're gonna
Well,
get to
I'm
that.
not. I mean, I don't know if he was talking to me. No, I was talking about checklists. I think checklists are stupid. I really do. But I learned that as I became wiser and older and more mature, because of course, yes, at 19, 20, probably even 30, I fell into that dumbness of a checklist because that was what was floating around in that time, in that era. But we soon found out that the checklist, you will never get everything on your checklist. If you're waiting to fulfill your checklist, then you would be alone for the rest of your life because you're not going to get everything on your checklist. So
Well, they say
and I
80%
guess
is about right, though, right? If you can get 80% of, is it 80% or was it?
yeah. Well, no. It was like, yeah, 8. No, or was it the 20? It's 80, something about the 80-20 rule. And I'm trying to remember if it was the 80.
It
Yes,
gotta be
that's
80.
it.
I ain't selling for
It's
20.
the 80. That's correct. It's the 80. And that other 20, you just probably not gonna get. You're just not gonna get it. And if you're waiting, you'll be waiting. And you won't get it. And you'll pass up that good 80 waiting for that 100% that you just not gonna get because it's unrealistic. It's very unrealistic.
Well, put that income in the 20% bracket. Because I just think you shouldn't go by income. Putting income
Because
in, but I know a lot of women that do. First thing they want to know where you work at. Okay, and stuff
well,
like
that's not saying, well, hold on. That's not saying that the 150 is the no. Just because somebody asks you where you work, you got a job. So women shouldn't ask men where they work no more.
I might not work. I might be getting a
Okay,
check. I might be
then,
getting a check every month. I don't
but
work
you know
anywhere.
what? But that's how the conversation starts, though. If I ask you where you work and you say, I don't work, and then if you don't follow that up with, I get a check from so and so, and I live comfortably off of this check, and I could possibly take care of a woman if I wanted to off this check.
Now,
Then
why
if
would he?
you
Why would he tell you all that?
see
You out your mind.
you're gonna let me finish. You're gonna let me finish. Because if you don't follow, what you talking to the woman for then?
I mean, you just started the conversation, and you
Are
asking
we?
this man where you work, and he tell you he don't work, and that he got
So
a
that
check.
should be the end. That should
So
be
you
the
want
end
him
of
to just keep elaborating? Well, I can take care of a woman with my check, and I can
I
do
didn't
this.
say that. I didn't say there.
Okay.
We gonna
We'll wait for the blooper. We'll wait for Daryl to come with the bloopers tomorrow.
Listen. You gotta listen. You gotta put your listening ears on. I said if he didn't follow up with if we're having good conversation, maybe I gotta break it down to you. This is two grown people who are having a conversation, trying to get to know each other to possibly be in a relationship with each other. This is not, I've just walked up on you at the bus stop. Okay.
So
So
that's
yes,
the way
that's
you
what
made it
grown.
sound. That's the way you made it sound.
No, it's not. That's what you understood. That's what you comprehended. We are talking about a relationship, correct? Matters of the heart, right? I didn't think I had to break everything down. Now listen, like I said, if that don't follow the conversation, then the conversation just ends, and then everybody going about their way. So that's why I said yes, you should, and just like Bernita just said, yes, men should have a criteria, just like women have a criteria, but checklist, heck no.
Tanya Covenant says that every woman has a different consideration of what a high value man means. First thing I want to know is what church do you attend?
Come on,
Now,
sister.
Tanya, I get what you're saying. I get what you're saying. You want a godly man, but just because your person tell you what church they go to, don't tell you their character. A person that go to church will still whoop that ass. A person that go to church will steal. I know people that do. I mean, they would lie. So just because you ask him what church he go to, and he give you a nice church that he goes to or that he attend church, don't mean nothing.
It's followed by a conversation, Terry.
No, I'm just telling Tanya said that's our first question. So if I tell you, yeah, I go to Middle Baptist Church and the Reverend Ray or whatever, that ain't nothing. That don't mean nothing.
But it could mean everything.
Okay. Well, I mean that's up to
So ain't nobody in church. Ain't nobody.
That's
Ain't no men in church no good. All the men in church ain't no good.
No, you're not gonna put words
According
in
to
my
what
mouth.
you just
No.
said it.
No. Tanya, now you said that's your icebreaker.
They go to church don't mean they good.
Hey, Tanya, you said that's your icebreaker. So if I tell you ask that question, what church you go to, and I give you the name of that church, I mean, then I'm in, right? Is what you're saying. I'm in like fleeing in, right?
No, dummy. That's
I'm
not
talking to Tanya. I'm talking to
Well, I
Tanya.
can answer. I can answer for you.
I'm talking to
For
Tanya.
her. Please tell him now. Oh my God.
Bernita says men have criteria as well. Maybe not financial thresholds, but you've got them. I mean, everybody do. Everybody got something they're looking for. They got some. You ain't going out here blindly dating or whatever. You got to have something that.
But you know what? I don't. So for some reason, I don't. One thing I hate, and I promise you, I hate it. I hate a materialistic person. And it's a difference. It's a difference between being materialistic, being able to afford what you want. I'm not saying you can't have nice things, but if that's always the topic of your conversation of what I got or what I can do and all that type of stuff, that's just a turn off for me. It always have been. I remember some of the blessed relationships I had is when the early years. I was in a relationship and we stayed together and had an apartment. We didn't even have enough to even buy a bed at the time. We had a mattress on the floor. But those were some of the best times because we both, it's like, hey, Bonnie and Clyde, all we got is each other. But we had a mattress, but we was just as happy. We was just as happy with that mattress.
We know struggle love is over with, baby. Ain't going.
I'm talking about in my younger years. I'm just, my point is that I just, materialistic people just sort of turns me off. My personal thing. They turn me off. Which goes back to your 150,000 being a criteria of making a certain amount of money. If you're going to judge me by the amount of money, that I make, the only thing you should be concerned about is that the bills that we do got, that I'm paying them, and I'm paying them on time.
Okay.
You're just conversating with a potential, and all of a sudden he asks you own or rent your house. Why does that matter?
Right. I think she's saying, if you're having a conversation with a potential person that you might want to be in a relationship with, and the man asks you, the woman, do you own or rent your home? She's saying, why does that matter? Why does it matter? Because if I own or rent, I'm paying it regardless. So why should it matter?
I mean, I'm just like, where that question come from, but I would say he might be saying, okay, if she rents, she can stop renting and come help me pay mine. I don't know why that matters. Now
we were talking about criteria.
What? I mean, that's just like somebody asking what church you go to, I guess. Why does it matter?
So
I go to
What
St. Mark, or if I go to World Old Commons, I go to New Direction, I go to wherever I go. I mean,
what is Tanya? Let's see. So if finance and spiritual are not your go-to, so if finance and spiritual are not your go-to, then how do you get to know women other than being able to buy a mattress? Not Tanya. Number one, you knew who I shared that mattress with.
Oh my God.
Okay, you know who I shared that
Oh,
mattress with.
oh God.
First of all, Tanya Covington. Number two,
Oh, Tanya.
I didn't say finance and spiritual are not my go-to. Keep in mind, I'm saying this was back in the early, the early 20s. When we were staying with Gene. This is the early years now. So we just didn't have it like that. So when you finally get into a relationship, a mattress was considered luxury. Back then. In the early 20s now.
the early what?
The early 20s, man. Man, I was on child support. I was chapter 13 at the time. Hey, they could pay me out to pay the cash draw. So a mattress was luxury to me back then.
How far he's come.
Oh boy, thank God Almighty. Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Oh God. This is gonna be a long show.
Yeah, this is. This might say the eviction process is shorter.
It's shorter. For which one, Chris? For the renter?
He on it tonight. We are talking about the subject when the females say you need to make $150,000 at least to be a high value man. Men are asking these questions now. Well, I would say if a man asking you that, that probably ain't the man for you then. And I clearly said that I don't think income should play a part into I ain't gonna say, I mean, you gotta have some income, but I don't think it's 100,000, 150, 200,000. If that's your limit, you limiting how many people you can actually date. Hey, we already like you, Scott. You own it. Because the affiliation of your house worship is on my checklist for commonality. We have to be equally yoked.
You're right, Tanya. I'm telling you, I agree with you. I'm following you. I'm just saying,
Let me ask you this. So ain't no good being that's not in the church right now?
See, y'all trying to put words for. I'm not saying that.
No, I'm not even asking you the question. I'm asking her.
You asking her? Okay.
Why are you getting all defensive?
What's
wrong with you, man?
Ain't nothing wrong with me, man.
I told you it's gonna be long.
Income change. That's important. It's not a deal breaker.
Oh, income changes, so that's not high on my list. Although it's important, it's not a deal breaker. Yeah, I mean, it shouldn't be a deal breaker. I mean, you can kind of tell if a guy is trying. Like if he ain't trying at all, then that's different. If he just got good conversation, he can't follow it up with nothing concrete. Then no, that ain't what you need to be getting involved with. And I don't know if we're gonna get to this part tonight, but I did kind of want to talk about, setting your goals and setting your expectations in a realistic manner.
But is it who is realistic for? That's
It's
the
real,
thing.
it's realistic for you. Like what you might consider a high value man, Tanya and everybody else in here might not consider that what's a high value man to them. That their standards might be higher or lower or whatever the case might be. But I'm saying be realistic with yourself. Okay, just okay. On a scale of 1 to 10, if you are 4, you ain't looking for no 10. You ain't getting no 10.
But have you been watching them podcasts when they talk about that? And more than not, it's 4s looking for 10. That's what I'm saying. The delusion is out there.
That's what I'm saying. That's not realistic though. And
Right.
then you set your goals so high, and then when you don't reach them, you saying that it just ain't no good men out here
Absolutely.
because
That's the problem.
you don't set your standards too high. You're not being realistic. That's all I'm saying. You got to be realistic.
And I think some women have decided too that in order to not lower their bar to the gutter, they resigned to just I don't even want you. I don't want nobody. I'm just gonna live this life. I'm gonna travel. I'm gonna eat some good food. I'm gonna raise my grandkids. I'm gonna go on and just do me. And I have, if I need a tune up, I'll get one and go on by our business.
Well, let me ask you a question, and this is Tish. You should.
Terry, hold it thought. Can you hold it thought? I want the 7:30. I want to go on here.
Run the commercial. Write it down, Terry.
You got
it down, Terry.
Yeah, I know what I'm saying.
Okay.
Okay.
Are you in need of a trusted notary to legalize your important documents? Look no further than Terry Williams Notary Services. Whether it's affidavits, real estate documents, business agreements, or binding marriage certificates, you sign it, he'll seal it. With a commission in the state of Tennessee, he provides reliable, accurate, and professional notary service. For fast, friendly, and professional service, contact Terry Williams Notary Services today. Call 901-503-0564 or email twilliams7296@gmail.com.
Hey, give me some business. Give me some business, y'all. Tanya, you over there selling them houses and stuff. Get your boy a job or something, man. Somebody needs some notary work done. I'll do anything now. You know, if you got people that's buying a house over there and they ain't even married yet, ask them, do they want to get married? Tell them I can marry them. We can have a package deal. You can sell them the house. I can get them married. By the time they move in, they'll be already married. I get some commission. You get some commission. So holler at your boy, Tanya.
That's networking right there. I love it.
Yeah.
Terry Williams Notary Service. He can be reached at 901-503-0564, or you can email him at twilliams7296@gmail.com. He is commissioned in Tennessee.
Thank you, sir.
Now go ahead with your question, T.
Okay, my question is to you, Sharita. I want you to be serious for a change. I want you to be serious.
I'm always serious.
And to all my lady Treadwellians in the chat, okay? And this goes back to the money thing. Okay, just say if money is a deal breaker, would you? And I'm being serious. If just say if a man, and I'm just gonna let's use Joe Simmons, okay? Just say Joe Simmons make. Don't you laugh? I say I want you to be serious.
Yeah. You're not gonna put. No, you're gonna have to use another name. Because you ain't gonna do my boy. You're not gonna do my boy.
You don't even know what I'm gonna say. You only know what I'm gonna say. No, I'm just saying. If Joe Simmons made $200,000 a year, looking the way he looked, I mean, could you learn to look? I mean, could you put aside his looks because of the money? Would his looks be a deal breaker? I guess what I'm saying. We're saying the money could be a deal breaker. So can looks be a deal breaker if you're making good money and you treat me right?
Are they for you?
No, I'm asking you. Can you just be can you be even keel and just answer my question?
Because I'm trying to see how you gonna insinuate that the man is not handsome.
Okay, I tell you.
And you look at yourself every day in the mirror.
Forget about what I'm saying about Joe. Just say an ugly person makes good money.
I refuse to answer the question.
$200,000, $250,000.
Okay, I'll say this. It depends on the woman. Cause okay, we can agree that Christopher Wallace wasn't the best looking guy, but he had some nice women following up behind him. Faith Evans, Lil' Kim, Charlie Baltimore.
Well, he was a millionaire. He was a millionaire.
Hey, well, you said money. I mean,
I said $200,000. I ain't say
Well,
that's
I
a
mean,
millionaire.
okay, so you saying the more money you got, the less your looks matter? It might be. I
No,
mean,
see, the thing about it is y'all putting. I just asked a question because we were talking about money at first. Now I'm talking about looks. If you got the criteria and you got the money, if you don't have the looks,
Biggie probably didn't have millions.
I ain't talking about. But I ain't talking about. I'm just talking about in general. Does looks matter when it comes down to your checklist? The women, does it matter your checklist? If he meets the money side of it, but he's not that attractive. He treats you right, but he makes good money, but he's not very pleasing to the eye. Is that a deal breaker? Because you got to look at this person every day. You got to love this person every day.
I mean, I mean, whether it's Biggie, whether it's Joe Blow on the block, I mean, it depends on the woman. The woman might see something in him that somebody else might not see. Now, if you just
let me ask you a question. Who do you call and I know you try to be politically correct, but who would you call a unattractive woman in the entertainment industry that's unattractive to you?
Okay. When you say okay, I'm gonna say I ain't gonna say she's not attractive. I'm gonna say she's probably not as attractive as most Hollywood actresses, and that'll be Viola Davis.
Okay, because I was trying to think of somebody that was God ugly. I ain't talking about on the fence. I'm talking about somebody that's truly ugly. That's the reason why I was trying to bring up Joe, because y'all could internalize.
But you're not finna sit here and call Joe ugly because
Hey, I'm just saying. I just thought about the first ugly person I thought of, and he's the first thing that came to my mind.
and you gonna keep saying it.
Joe ain't on here tonight because I know he would have said something about me.
But I'm just saying, the first thing come to my mind, I got an example, and the first thing I thought in my mind when I saw an ugly person, I saw Joe. So that's the reason why his name come up first. I ain't got nothing against Joe. I love Joe.
But you see on national podcast calling the man ugly.
Well, I mean, it is what it is. It is what it is.
To you.
I'm just saying, man. I just okay. I'm sorry, Joe, because I know Darryl is going to play one of these bloopers tomorrow morning. And I apologize to you live on TV.
I mean,
please do.
I apologize.
Well, what was your question to me? I said Viola Davis. I don't think she's unattractive, but I don't think she's not a Halle Berry or a
yeah. And see, Tanya gave me the answer that I was really looking for, because according to Tanya's opinion, usually the ugliest men are the ones that's super sweet and caring and make sure you're taken care of in all areas. So that was what I was trying to get. That was one of the answers.
I mean, okay, and just being for real. When you lacking in one area, you have to make up for it in other areas. So if you know you're not the best looking guy, of course you're gonna be nice and sweet and charming. That just go with it. Just like when you got guys who are considered handsome and well built physique and all of that, they don't have to be as nice and charming as. I'm not saying that they're not, but they don't have to be as charming as someone that's not as attractive. That's just that's just nature. That's just how it go.
Does what looks matter to you, T. Will? Somewhat. I mean, the first interaction is a physical reaction anyway. So that's the first thing that's going to draw you to a person initially anyway is something about them, the way they walk, the way they look, the way they dress. Something is gonna draw you to them initially anyway. But once you start opening your mouth and talking and providing feedback and conversation is where it goes from there.
It's usually the physical that for men anyway, it's the physical. I don't sometimes with women it ain't, it's just it be other things. But with men, mostly it's she got a nice figure or she looks real good. It's something that
That
catches
draws
your
you to 'em.
eye.
Right.
Yeah. You know, and just being honest, Terry, we see some women who are not as attractive, but they have a nice body.
Yes.
Got a nice body.
And see, in those situations right there, you know, I can work with your money, your level of your money.
See, there you go.
No, well, we being honest. We being honest. I can. If you got a nice shape and you know you may have a tooth or two missing, I can deal with that.
Okay, as long as she got a body.
Yeah, she got a body because you turn the light off, you won't see them two missing teeth.
Yeah, but I know, but Rod always say, man, this man love face. I'm face, man. I'm face. But I look at it like, shoot, you might not have that body your whole life, but you're gonna have that same face. That's just reality.
Yeah.
We're talking about relationships, Miss Henley. That's what we're talking about. Hey, this guy. Hey, we're gonna have to give our boy Chris a shirt too. He turning up in the comments. What Tanya got to say? Usually the ugliest men are okay. That's what Terry was talking about. I hadn't got to that yet.
Yeah, and that's right. And you know what, Tanya, and I'm really being serious. I would rather for an unattractive woman, I would rather be with an unattractive woman that treats me like a man and loves me than a beautiful woman that treats me like shit. So I get where you're coming from. I you know, it ain't all about looks. I be joking sometimes. It ain't always about the looks. It's about how you treat me for one.
Y'all help me out. What did I say? No, that's not nature. That's being arrogant. What did I say? I said sin.
I don't remember. You know your comments come late, so ain't no telling what you said.
No, when I said that's just nature. I said something about when you see a attractive woman or something. I don't forget what I said, but I don't think that's being arrogant. If you see a woman that's not as attractive and she got a nice body, you'll still look. How is that being arrogant? I don't think I was being arrogant. If I was, I wasn't trying to be.
Yeah, you just want to be genuine, like Christopher said. You just want to be genuinely respected and appreciated. I mean, you don't realize that in your early years. I mean, but as you get older, you tend to appreciate that more. And when somebody loves and respects you.
Okay, so let's just be for real then. When we was in our 20s and early 30s, we really felt like we had it going on. So we didn't feel like we didn't have it. Well, she ain't got to be a 10 or whatever. When I was in the 20s, I was like, nah, she got to be something. She got to be 8, 9, or 10. I ain't want to deal with no 5s and 6. That's just that. Now that's natural. That's reality. That's not being arrogant. That's just how it was. Now, as you get older, you realize there's other things that hold more value than the things that you thought held value when you were younger. No?
True.
Oh, okay. I was about to say, am I just totally wrong on everything tonight?
Okay, now Tanya's trying to elaborate on what she said you was being arrogant about.
What time did it come through?
7:43, the very last comment.
You know, he ain't gonna see it yet. There it is.
You said if a person's ugly, they have to balance it out with being nice opposed to nice looking. Don't have to do all of that. I'm gonna stick with that. I think that's absolutely true. Sarita, so enough. What you say? Am I wrong?
I was
If your
actually
man
about
is
to
ugly-
say. Oh, go ahead, Terry.
No, I was going to ask you. You said so. If your man was ugly, well, he would have to balance it out with something, wouldn't he?
You asking me?
Yeah. If you got a guy that was digging you and he was ugly, he would have to balance it out with something for you to continue to deal with him, right?
Me personally, no.
Yeah. Okay. You said no?
No. You asked me. You asked
Yes.
Sharita.
Yeah.
Okay. Sharice
So if he's
said
ugly,
no.
he's just out. He's just out. If he's ugly, he's just out.
No, that's not what. No. My answer to the question is, I have never ever used made based looks off of who I'm gonna talk to. Anybody that approached me got a chance. I mean, if I want to talk to them, then they got a chance to talk to me. I didn't say, "Ugh, you're ugly. I don't want to talk to you." I was never like that. So whatever the definition of ugly is, that's probably my type.
Well, I got somebody for you after the show.
You ain't got nobody for me.
Yes, I do. Yeah, no,
If they associate
ladies and gentlemen,
with you,
ladies and gentlemen,
they associate with you, I don't want nothing to do with it. Nothing.
See,
Nothing.
hey, if Tanya says that's arrogant to her, hey, look, I'm sorry, but that's just how I feel on it. And
it's different. It's different for men. It's just it's different. Men are creatures that if y'all work with your eyes. That's your first attraction. Like Terry said, that's y'all first attraction. How she look, and whatever that look is for you, then that's the look for you. That's that. Because if we notice, when you see people and they've had exes, sometimes don't they exes favor? Don't they have something in common? They either had long hair, or they were light skinned, or they were short, or they all had big booties. That's what that person liked. So that's what that person gravitated towards. Correct?
Yeah, that's what you gravitate to. But what I'm saying, and maybe women don't understand this. This is like when you in a situation that you might not be comfortable in. I ain't saying you ugly. I'm just saying you might have to act a certain way in order to charm this person. Like I just really feel like some people, if in your mind you don't feel like you're an unattractive person, then you just going out there and shooting your shot. So it don't even matter if they turn you down or not. But I'm saying most unattractive people, most unattractive men, because I ain't gonna speak for women, because I see more times than not, you might see a female with a guy that's not as attractive for whatever reason. I think you see that more than you see a unattractive female with a nice looking guy. But what I'm saying is we as men, your strengths and weaknesses. So if I ain't the handsomest guy in the world, but I can charm a snake. I can sell sand in the desert.
And see, every time we talk, I thought we're going right back to Joe Simmons. Every time, we're going right back to Joe.
Boy, you gotta stop.
That
ain't right. That ain't right.
Yeah, okay.
That ain't right. Stop. Because if he was saying that you wrong for that.
No, I ain't wrong for nothing. I'm telling you what God loves. I'll tell you what God loves. That's the truth.
No, you're not.
Yeah, if every time he come in this chat and talk about me like a dog, do you take up for me?
Yeah.
No, I'm talking about Sharita. Do you take up for me as much as he come over here and rag me in the chat?
Hey, read the comment right there.
Which one?
Well.
The early I saw.
Cause she finally gave me a good one. She finally gave me
Patricia?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
She so agree.
A clock is right twice a day.
Oh my! See,
a clock is right.
See how he turn. See how he turn on you, girl.
A clock is right twice a day.
Daryl and Terry looking like deer in the headlights.
Questions. What question?
Man, I will not put up no more her comments.
Why not?
We ain't looking. We answering these questions. We heading this stuff off. We straight up with it. And it's 7:50. It's time to take our second commercial break. And Miss Parker said Joe is not ugly. So there you go. That's coming from a woman. So I'm gonna take her.
Okay. Well, date him then.
Joe.
Haters.
Go along. Let's go to our favorite Commercial.
When it comes to buying or selling real estate, the right agent can make all the difference. Choosing the right partner means less stress, smarter decisions, and a better outcome. Here are 5 reasons why Tanya is a professional you can trust to guide you through your real estate journey. Local expertise you can count on. Personalized approach, proven track record of success, cutting-edge marketing strategies, and dedicated support every step of the way. Real estate transactions can be complex, but she is here to guide you through every detail, from the first consultation to the closing table. Tanya can provide clear communication, expert advice, and unwavering support to ensure your success. Ready to take the next step? Let's make that real estate goal a reality. Call her today at 901-870-5337 to schedule a consultation.
Tanya Covington. That's the home girl. Treadwell High, class of 88. That's my classmate.
All right, Tanya. She's licensed in the state of Tennessee and the state of Mississippi. You can call it 901-870. I got to wait for the rest of the number. Come back over here again. 901-5337. She can help you with the entire process from beginning to end. If you ain't ready to get you a house yet and you want to talk about what you need to do to get your credit right to get your house, she can help you with that. She does it always with a smile.
And Terry, be ready. You ready?
Mm-hmm. Also, we ask that you, for the ones that haven't already, to like, share, and subscribe. If you look at the bottom right-hand corner, right up under there, you go and hit that notification bell. And not only you hit the notification bell, you click it again where it'll alert you for every show that we do on all of our platforms. Also, right up on the show notes, we got our QR code. If you got your phones handy, you can sit up there and scan it with your phone. It'll take you right to the page so you can like, share, and subscribe. Please tell some friends to tell some more friends. I think as of last week, we gained a few people. We're trying to get some more. So you're definitely doing your job. You're definitely doing your job. We ask you to continue to do that. Share it to 5 more people and 5 more and all that. We're trying to build this database up so we can continue to give you these good shows every week.
We up 13 new subscribers since the last time we talked about it.
All right. That's 13. It may not be much to y'all, but that's a lot for us. So let's keep it going. Let's keep it going. We appreciate you and we thank all of y'all for tuning in to us every week and all that and showing us support. It's something we love to do. We want to continue to do it, so we just appreciate it.
Okay. We don't bash the men enough. I think we can move to the next topic, which is women. And I'm almost scared to even put this up and talk about it.
Go on, put it up.
Because everybody gets so emotional and they say me and
people
want to have a conversation. Women and we don't like women and we so mean and I'm telling y'all, all I'm doing is speaking as a man. I'm speaking on behalf of men and what we think. Trying to let y'all.
You speaking on behalf of her.
I'm speaking for me. I'm trying to let you in. I'm trying to let you in a little bit on how we think. It's gonna help you out in the long run.
Nope. You are not speaking for all men.
Well, yeah, I ain't gonna say I'm speaking for all men, but I'm gonna say this: most of the men that I talk to, I'm speaking for them. Okay, 7 pillars of a high value woman. And y'all, let me know if y'all agree or disagree. A high value woman doesn't chase men. A high value woman, no casual sex.
Shit.
I know some of y'all finna
back in your room.
Some people finna say, oh, no, you gotta do okay, but okay. A high value woman is obsessed with self-improvement. A high value woman gets dressed up for her, not for attention. That's a very important one. Y'all need to pay attention to that.
I knew you was finna say that.
I'm just telling you, that's a very important one. And Okay, I'm gonna get back to that one. A
Please
high
do.
value woman, more love and less judgment for herself and others. See, some of y'all
Keep going. Just keep
y'all
going.
women, okay? Yeah, because they say I'm bashing again. High value woman, not interested in binge drinking and aimless partying. Most important one, high value woman knows her self-worth. Now the comment the comment section should be lit up right now.
Shoot, the last one it surpasses all the other 6, because if you know your worth, all that other stuff won't even come into play.
What's up, cousin Jada? I'm gonna have to get up to St. Louis and meet some more of my folks. I don't know all of y'all. Oh boy, I tell you, boy, Daryl early. What that mean?
That's when we were saying, oh, yeah. That's when we were saying, when you were saying you speak for all men, and then you said for Daryl. Why y'all ready to jump on Nita?
Y'all don't be wanting to hear the truth. That's
No. That's your truth, though. You can't force your truth on somebody else. That's your truth. That doesn't mean someone has to accept it.
No, I don't. I got the list that I found.
Okay.
Now, what would be different, Adrian? What would be different? That's what I want to know. What would be different? Oh yeah, here it goes. Who made this list? Who made this list?
It would be very different for 50 and up. Yeah. This is because this is for a woman coming into herself. This is for a woman coming into herself. I would say maybe between 30, 35 to about 45. I think that's what this list might. That's who that list might hit. It don't hit 50 and up.
Okay, why not?
Because I'm just gonna go through all of them. And then, ladies, if I'm wrong, now this is me speaking as a 50-something-year-old woman. And if the shoe don't fit, it don't fit. If it do, put a 1 in the check. So we don't chase men. You absolutely right. Now we're gonna keep that one. We ain't chasing no man. Because if I got to chase you, you must be a woman. Because we're not doing that.
Number two.
Number
two.
Oh,
first of all, I'm doing the list.
Okay.
Number 2, no casual sex. I'm gonna have sex when, where, how I want to. It's my prerogative. Okay. I'm grown.
But that's not a high value. That's not a high value woman.
Am I talking to you? Am I asking you? Is that high value? That ain't what we talking about. We said if this list was for a 50-something-year-old, we ain't talking about that. Now, hey, first of all, so casuals. First of all, see, y'all gotta make up your mind. Do you want women to have casual sex, or you want women to not have sex at all?
I didn't say that. I just said number 2.
I'm asking a question. We stopping right here. Do y'all want?
I don't think you should have casual sex.
Why?
I don't think if you're over 50, you should have casual sex.
Why?
Because you should be trying to find you a high value man and stop the casual sex. Casual sex should be in your 20s and 30s and your 40s. I mean, you get in your 50s, you shouldn't have no casual sex.
Well, that
you shouldn't be having sex. You shouldn't be having sex at all.
That goes to show what you know as a man trying to tell a woman what to do with her body. Because 45 and up is when we reach our sexual peak. We didn't know what the hell we was doing back then, but we do now. Okay.
You can't hardly move now. Now, what are you gonna try to do with it?
Who can't move? Who can't move?
Half of y'all can't even move. Half of you can't even move.
Who? Who
You
can't
talking about
move?
doing something at
No,
50
you
something.
mean y'all can't keep it up. You mean y'all
Okay.
can't get it up. That's what you mean. That's what you mean. But we're
Mhm.
gonna move on.
Yeah,
We're
move
gonna move
on.
on.
Move on.
Obsessed with self-empowerment. We're gonna keep that one because we not obsessed with it though. But yes, self-empowerment, of course, and we teach it the youngins as they come up if they want to listen. Number 4, Daryl. That's me and you gonna talk about this. Get dressed up now. Now, Daryl, are you talking about this? Are we talking about 35, 45? Or are we talking about 50 and up? Before we have a conversation about getting dressed up for her, not for her, and not for
No,
attention.
you done based everything else on 50
Shut
and
the
up.
hell up. Shut the hell up. I'm talking to Daryl.
I mean, we can stay at the higher age. That's
Okay.
I mean,
So
I think it goes across the board. Though. I don't think what. Go ahead and say what you got to say, and then I'm gonna say
okay.
I'm gonna speak for me, not all men, but I'm gonna speak for me.
Okay. Thank you very much for saying that, Daryl. Getting dressed up for her and not for attention. I could comfortably say 80% of women always dress for themselves. Y'all think that they're dressing for y'all. But if you really sat in a room with women, even from 20 to 50, they don't, I'm gonna put this on because I want Johnny to look at me. No, because if that were true, then a 300-pound woman would not put on something that a size 16, and she knows she can't wear it because she would know in her head that that's not attractive to a man. So she's putting that on because she feel comfortable in it. That's where I'm saying we've always dressed for ourselves. It's now there is a subset of women
Hold on.
who will put on clothes.
Hold on. You got to speak for
Go
yourself. You
ahead.
can't speak for all women now. That's what
I said I was comfortably speaking for 80% of women. Now,
See, okay, so
go
why
ahead.
wait a minute, why you can talk for 80% of the women, but I can't talk
Because
for 80% of the men?
because I'm only talking about this one thing. I ain't talking about the whole list. Now go on with what you were going to say about.
I'm talking about the casual sex. You speaking for 80% of the women with the casual sex too?
Go on. We're past that one.
Okay, I'm
Okay,
just checking.
I'm gonna say this. Okay, and I don't know the mind of a woman, but I have seen situations where women buy stuff and they wear stuff that they think is appealing to men. And they want to show off their titties, they want to show off their butt, they want to show off all the special aspects of their body. And all I'm gonna say on that is it might catch our attention, but it's you might catch us that night. You might succeed. But a man really likes when a woman is just wearing something. It doesn't have to be totally revealing. Like I got a friend, and I tell her all the time, I said, damn, you look sexy in this. She was like, this just something I threw on. But to men, it's sexy. It's more sexy than you out here showing all parts of your body.
But
'Cause
that's
when
if it's
we hear
real,
that,
girl. But that's
huh?
if it's real. That's if it's real. You got these 50-plus-year-old women, and I know you got a lot of them in the chat. They wear butt pads, they fake breasts, and stuff like that. Sometimes it ain't even the real body.
Where
It ain't
they
even
coming
a
to
lot.
the chat?
I'm just saying. Sometimes it ain't even real body. Let's be real. Don't get
But
me
we're
talking.
not talking about that though.
I'm just saying. I'm just saying. If you get dressed up for, Daryl said you get dressed up for, attention, not for him and not for her. I'm just saying. If it ain't real, don't fake it. If you flat, you flat.
That shouldn't have even entered the chat. We're not even talking about that.
Okay. I'm just saying, man.
You always go left. Come on, Daryl. Come back over here to this part of the world.
That's just, and I ain't even gonna say I'm speaking for 80% of the men. I'm gonna say I'm speaking for myself. When I see somebody dressed just, and I can't even explain what I mean by like not exposing everything. I see it in my mind, but I can't explain it. I like that more than I like seeing, like you got some women, younger, older, 50s, like you'll see somebody saying, hey, you 50 plus. Why you wearing that? And it's fine. If that's what they want to wear, that's what they want to wear. Men, no, women. Daryl sees that differently than I see. If that same woman came out and just had something on that was covering her up and just showing me a little bit of her shape and all of that, I like that better than I like you exposing everything. That's just me. And I ain't
Okay.
the guys in
And
here,
I,
y'all can say, no, we like to see the booty and we like to see the G-string sticking out. Y'all can say that, but I'm speaking for me. I ain't even gonna try to speak for nobody else.
and that's what I was gonna say. Because if that were true for the majority of men, the way that you thought, then it wouldn't be that those are the women who get chose. Because men will say that, oh, you don't need to do all that to be sexy. You can be sexy in this. You don't have to wear that. But then you turn around and pick the this. That's why I say it's not. There is a subset of women. I keep getting the bad feedback. There is a subset of women who do dress scantily clad to get attention for women. I mean, for men. But that's not the majority of us.
This man say I don't change. I ain't 23 no more, Chris. I'm 55 now.
Dorothy, I'm trying to tell them. Put Dorothy's comment 805.
Okay, I'm gonna put that up, but I just want to comment on what Age was saying. It's all
okay.
a part of the game, Daryl. We don't care what y'all think.
Okay, and that's what we keep trying to tell y'all.
Okay, so if I say something, why does it rub y'all so wrong then? If you don't care what we think, every time
she's talking about what she's talking now. Let's stay on task. She's talking about what we're talking about as far as what women wear. That's what she's talking about. She's not talking in general. So let's stay right there. Now,
even if we stay right there, I'm still saying the same thing. If you got on something and if I say, damn, why you got that on? Why would you get mad if you don't care what we think? Because obviously I'm saying it because I'm either I don't agree with you having it on or I'm just.
That's why I hate these. That's why I hate
but
these
it
topics.
wouldn't. But why would? But
we
why
win.
would? Why would you approach a woman and tell her you don't like what she has on?
No, I'm just saying. Okay, I ain't saying just no. Okay, let's just say we have something alumni dealing, and you come in. I'm like, damn, Rita, what's up? What you got on?
Okay, in your mind, what would it be that would cause you to say that? Because I gotta have some context. What would I have on that would make you say that?
Whatever you would wear.
I need, baby. We'd have been around each other a long time. I done wore a whole lot of shit. So give me.
So just say if you wore a dress that could go down to your ankles.
Okay.
Okay, we'll use that for example. And Daryl coming in and just say,
that's not a good example because that's not where he was going with that.
Okay, you say get an example. Then when we give you an example, then you try to say something.
But you have to stay on task, baby. He ain't talking about something down to my ankles. Were you there?
Since he said it, I'm stick up for Terry. Yeah, that's what I was.
Okay, now.
You a lie. He lying.
Now answer the question.
He lying. That doesn't make sense. I can't answer that. I can't.
Daryl, these type of see, I think Daryl. I think Daryl gets a kick out of these shows because he knows that this is a no-win situation. We can't give unbiased commentary on this without getting berated in the chat. We can't do it without.
I mean, I'm for all of that because it's conversation. And my thing is that you got to learn. You learn one thing from watching our show each week. If one person learned one thing, we did our job. We accomplished what we were trying to accomplish. And it further shows me that it's such a big difference between how men and women think, because even when we're talking about when we're saying what would you consider a high value woman, we're saying if you dress a certain way, that will provide more value from my eyesight to look at you. and y'all saying it don't even matter because we don't care what you think. But
No.
but if
Okay,
you
go
want to
ahead.
be in a relationship with me, you should care what I think. Now if you just out here, you ain't looking for nobody, and you happy in your life, and you not worried about anybody, that's totally different. Then do you?
Oh, okay. Can we just move on to the next one?
Yeah, because y'all
Ooh.
Okay. Hey, what number you on, Sharita? Number 5?
Number 5, more love and less judgment for herself and others. Now I'm gonna keep that one for us because we had to learn as we got older to not be so judgmental of ourselves, because I think we based a lot of our relationships, relationship with children, relationship with men. We base all of that on stuff that we did not learn. And we kind of beat up on ourselves because we feel like we did so many things wrong, but we only did with what we knew how to. But as we have gotten older, then we and have learned, hopefully, and matured, and experienced life more, we sure enough give more love. We do as women as we've gotten older. Okay, can we go to the next one, or do we need to have a conversation?
No, go to number 6.
Okay, number 6, not interested in binge drinking and aimless partying. Now, again, I say, as a 50-something-year-old woman who has raised children who are now adults, we spent a lot of our time from 20 to 30, some to 40, raising children, being parents. So yes, we outside, and we're gonna be outside, and we can do whatever the hell we want to do. We can drink, we can cuss, we can what is that, aimless partying. If that's what we want to do, that's what we're going to do.
And casual sex, right?
You goddamn right.
Okay,
yes.
I'm just checking.
And casual sex. Yes. Okay. Good sex with a young man with a good strong schlong that he ain't trying to pack it in. That right there. That's the one. Right.
You wrong for that. Go ahead though.
Y'all don't want nothing old. We don't either.
I don't want nothing. I got what I want.
Well, hush your mouth.
I don't want to hear about no long schlong shit.
Of course you don't. Of course you don't. Now, any more conversation on number 6? Any more conversation on number 6?
No.
Well, I mean,
come on, Darryl.
Now that one was, when you say binge,
Darryl, you don't even like drinking. So
no, I don't. But I don't knock people who drink. I'm saying, okay, let's say if I was in a situation where I don't even really know what is binge drinking. I'm being honest.
So for us, now I'm just talking about us 50 plus. We would consider binge drinking like a brunch where they have endless mimosas. That's a binge drink. If we having girls' night out and it's shots coming across the table, we would consider that binge drinking. Now, I ain't talking about, back in the day when I used to kick them garbage cans when we had them parties. We ain't talking about that.
When you fell up the stairs?
When I fell up the stairs.
Yeah.
We ain't talking about that. We ain't talking about that. When I had to get carried out, we ain't talking about that. We're not talking about that. We talking about some good, nice, honest binging with some wine and some orange juice. I mean, some champagne and orange juice, or a couple of tequila shots. That's what we talking about. That's our binge.
Okay. Well, I mean, I ain't really got too much to say against that. I mean, not interested in binge drinking. I mean, if you have an occasional drink, that's fine. Aimless partying. I mean, I would say what is aimless? I mean, is it a party every night? Is it
no
weekends? Is it? I mean, I would have to. So I'm not even going to argue that one.
Take too long to recover now. So now.
Yeah, but that's what I'm saying. as men, as we're looking at it and we're going down, you know, like if you want to say this checklist or whatever, I wouldn't hold anyone against this because I don't. I mean, I could. It just depends on the party, but I wouldn't. If it's like I said, if it's like you just got to do something every day. You got to party.
Well,
You
that's what this means. Aimless party is pretty much saying that people party to having an ingrown toenail. They'll find any kind of reason to party. So this is a woman, but if it's based off people in their 50s plus, this wouldn't apply to the majority of them because they don't really do all that anymore.
I mean,
Maybe
if they single, I mean, I don't even see what the problem is with that anyway. But
Absolutely.
but shit, you know, I don't even hardly drink no more here, like in my 50s and stuff. So I mean, as you get older, a lot of this stuff, you know, I ain't gonna say your body can't take it no more, but you know, you get tired of doing the same old thing over and over again. So, but that's just from a man. I can't speak of that. But number 7, you gonna finish it off?
We've already. I started with number 7. So number 7 would be like, and I'm speaking 50 and up. Yeah, we learned our self-worth, which is why we don't settle for anything just to say we're in a relationship, which is why we don't jump into a marriage just to say we married because society or certain people say that we need to be. Because I don't know about anybody else, but I wasn't put on this earth to just be a wife, just be a mother, just be, you know, I'm a multifaceted person. And if you, and I know Terry, I know you be joking, and well, I don't know if you do or don't, but when you say, oh, well, that's why, you know, you ain't got no husband, but that's why
you know I be joking. Don't start that. Don't.
I just said, I know you be joking.
No, you came back and said, I don't know if you're joking or not. But
there are men who think that way. That would be the first thing that they say. As to say what's wrong with us. But it's just as many single men out here in their 50s. So we could say, what's wrong with them? Why you ain't chose a wife? Most of them don't choose a wife until they get sick or they know they sick. And then you want to get a wife. You want a hospice wife. And
well, they get exactly what they deserve.
Exactly. And that's what they're gonna get.
I'm not taking up for them. I just know, speaking for me personally, it was time for me to sit down somewhere. I've been there. I've done that. I've done everything that a person could do 2-3 times in their lifetime. So it was a choice for me, and it was the best choice I could have made.
And that's good for you.
At the end of the day, how men think about women is usually wrong, and what women think about men is wrong too. So when do we learn to understand the truth? I mean, that's why we having these conversations now. I mean, to me, you know, like me and Sharita, you know, we talk and we, you know, sometimes we don't agree, but we can agree to disagree. And sometimes I'll say something and she'll be like, well, I never thought about it that way. She'll say something to me and I'll be like, well, oh, I'm sorry. I didn't, you know, that's how a woman think. I'm sorry. I get it now. So you learn from having these conversations. It's not about winning or losing or, you know, we throwing shots at you, you throwing shots back at us. It's not about that. I just, it can be frustrating. And the thing about a woman over 50, not with somebody, a man over 50, not with somebody, I mean, I ain't never really looked at that as an issue or a problem or whatever. I look at, you know, some people just, no, let's go. Let's
finish it. No, finish. Finish it.
I think if I finish it, I'm gonna be called a woman basher.
Finish it.
So I don't want to say that.
I need you to finish it.
I'm trying to control the things that I'm saying because I don't want
We can't learn if we don't
I
communicate.
don't want to. No, I don't forget it now anyway.
You a lie.
I promise
You
you,
a lie.
that's that 55-year-old mind. Look, if I didn't say it right then, I don't lost it. We gonna do this one quick commercial, then we're gonna come back. We're gonna close out the show. If anybody got anything they want to say, we got a couple of minutes if anybody want to call in, but let's do this commercial right quick.
Really, really quick.
Yeah, you can do this commercial right quick, and then we gon' where is it? We'll be right back. Simply Magic Candles, the official sponsor of all the In the Clutch podcasts. Owner and CEO Pamela Brown turned her hobby into a business. These homemade, slow-burning candles are sure to freshen up any environment. Simply Magic is a nature-friendly company that provides elegant yet affordable candles. With a variety of fragrances you can enjoy, these candles will not only entice your senses, they will enhance your mood. For more information, they can be reached at info@simplymagiccandles.com, or you can reach Pamela Brown at 901-268-5354. Simply Magic Candles, Pamela Brown, 901-268-5354. We have our own fragrance In the Clutch. It's one of her best sellers. So if you contact her and you just don't know which one, try to In the Clutch. You will love it.
Get it.
And I'm put the number out here if somebody want to call in and say something, but we ain't got that much time. So be brief. And come, what they say, come with a purpose.
Oh, I love this comment. Can I read it?
Yeah, go ahead.
A lot of people want who they can or should not have. Once they get what they think is a prize, they realize it is hard to keep the unattainable person that they managed to get. Ooh, now that's a mouthful right there. A Loan 9449. Is it long? Yeah, long. You absolutely right, and I think that's part of the problem too with these relationships, because people, you see you have in your mind the type of woman or the type of man, what they, who they are, what they got, what they smell like, what they look like, and that's who you want. That's who you think you want, and then you get them. And you like, oh no, I can't keep this up. I can't keep this person up. I can't deal with this attitude. I can't deal with because it's the superficial that a lot of people are looking for. Now, like we keep saying, men are visual, and that's what they're gonna go after sometimes. Oh, maybe once they, get a little older, they learn. But yeah.
We it's visual, but at the same time, if I approach you and then you sound like a box of rocks, all that good looks you had just went out the window.
But that's normally not what happens. That's normally not what happens.
You gotta stimulate my mind some kind of way. You can't just, oh, hey, how you doing? Yeah. No, I'm out of here. My bad. I thought you were my cousin.
Oh, because remember, I think I had put it in our little chat earlier about like the Travis Scott and his new little wife, and how we ain't gonna talk about them. I just want to say, as far as look wise and the way a person acts, that's a perfect example of, well, like I said, there were probably black girls who looked at Travis Scott as corny, ugly.
Travis Hunter.
Oh, what I said, Travis Scott?
Yeah.
Corny, ugly, just didn't want to have nothing. Yeah. And act crazy, strange and all of that. And probably didn't get in a time of day. But here this girl was, maybe that was her type, but she said she ain't like me either. But she stuck and stayed, and now she married to the man. But that's just the perfect thing. Like, it's just,
I'm gonna be
Ugh.
honest. I'm really rooting for them because we're trying to assume, and she I'll admit she did say some things. I mean, I would have never came out and said he wasn't really my type when I first started talking to him or whatever. I wouldn't have said that, but she said it. Other than that, what has she done to make anybody say she ain't really for him? So is that a case? Now he's not an ugly guy either, but he's not the most attractive guy. And switch
True.
it up. I think I'm on record saying that I didn't think she all right, but she ain't. I with who he is, I think he probably could do better than her. But he's happy with her, and she's happy with him. So I'm rooting for him. I hope things work out because I hate for something a few years down the line you hear about a divorce and she get half and all of that. But the fact that they had a plan, they're sticking to the plan. So
Mhm.
hopefully they got a plan that takes them, to higher, higher highs or whatever.
Hey, show enough.
Right.
I got a request because
Yes.
you know I got this super crush, and I want you to talk about this in detail. I wish we can real talk maybe next week.
What
What's
is it?
going on with my girl Angela Simmons and Yo Gotti?
They broke up.
I'm hearing so many things, and I
It's
just
not true.
okay.
Whatever
Well,
you hear me, it's not true.
okay. Well, I'm just saying I love me some Angela Simmons. He may love her more than anybody back in the day, but I was a close second. I love me some Angela Simmons, and her. She's the perfect 10. I mean, her talk and naturally is the attraction of how she looks was my first thing, but how she holds a conversation, how she walks, how she does this, well, it's just everything to her. Just to me, just they meet that checklist that you had up there for women. For me,
She ain't that appealing to me.
well, that's you. I didn't ask you. I said me. That's the reason why I said me.
And I'm just saying,
Okay, well,
she's not that appealing to me. But
okay.
I think it was a mutual split from what I heard.
Right.
So it ain't,
Right.
they tried to say it was Glorilla had something to do with it and all of that. And they was like, no, it was just him trying to run his business and he just didn't have enough time for her. And I guess that
Mhm.
happens.
Yeah.
That's chasing something and getting it. And then maybe what you were talking about earlier, Sarita, you got it, and now you like, it wasn't what I thought it was gonna be. So now I'm out.
Right.
Could be the
Because he
case.
was obsessed over her.
He was, yeah. And I
Well,
ain't gonna question why she did it, but it is what it is. And look like we don't get no phone calls, which is good. So now let me take
That's
the
great.
phone.
Take it off. Take it off. Take it off. Shit. I was so glad. Thank y'all. Thank y'all, chat. Thank you, chat.
Man, look. I enjoyed my boy Chris tonight. He was on point. This man kept it live the whole show. His comments were on time. I will
It,
admit.
it wasn't just him. Shout out to all y'all with your comments. Y'all really, really
oh,
worked
yeah.
that chat today.
Yes,
Tonight.
y'all did.
Y'all worked that chat tonight. So kudos to all y'all out there. We appreciate it. The ones that was going back and forth. It was good. It was good tonight.
It was. Really enjoyed y'all. I couldn't see the number. Oh,
I ain't even
Dorothy said she couldn't see the number. Too late now, Dorothy. You're gonna have
Too
to
late now. Join us
send
next
an
week.
email.
Look, join us next week when we'll be discussing something.
Right.
But
Absolutely.
anyway, one more time, Tier. One more time, Tier.
All right, please like, share, and subscribe. Hit that notification bell. But once you hit the notification bell, make sure you click select all. That will notify you for all the shows we have in our platform, no matter what it is. Also, on that QR code, if you can't get it now, if you want to show your friends the replay of the show, you can go and show them the replay. That QR code is still going to be at the bottom. They can just scan it with their phone or whatever, and just do that so we can try to build this platform and all that. And Hope you guys can share, tell a friend to tell a friend, tell another friend, and let's keep this thing going. We like what we do on Tuesdays. Hey, if y'all keep building that crowd up here, we might give you 2 nights a week. So just keep sending folks our way. Have them just to subscribe. I appreciate y'all. We love all y'all.
I got one comment. I need to know who was this?
Whoever was, it must be somebody you know.
The nappy.
That's what I was thinking.
Because this sounds like some
that sounds
military
like,
stuff.
No, that sounds like some nasty stuff. The nappy Geisha.
Geisha says hi.
Mm-hmm.
Just think
Geisha might be
I'm trying to remember who A. Lowen is.
Well, you can inbox him after the show, but everything that's got Geisha in it, nappy Geisha. I don't want to talk about that.
Mount Fuji.
Hey, it's definitely
now you know who it is. Yeah, that's
oh shit. Oh yeah, Mount Fuji. Hey, it's time to go. Hey, Sean. Hey, I ain't got nothing to do with no Mount Fuji, no volcanoes.
Hey.
That's it for me.
It's a train for in Japan. Yeah, we know.
Oh, I know what it is. That's why I said I knew when I saw the word Geisha. I ain't no damn fool.
There's somebody talking directly to
That's all right, so directly to him. And with that being said, good night, everybody.
Yeah, I better get up off of here. Hey, inbox me. We out of here.
Bye, y'all.